Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k19 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz, and this is Monday Night Raw. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line tonight when John Cena looks to win back his championship that he lost to Bobby Roode in the recent number of weeks. All that plus much more in tonight's episode of Raw, as we are just a few more weeks away from the Survivor Series pay-per-view. To start things off here tonight, we're going to see Elias and Kevin Owens team up to take on the American Alpha. Baron Corbin will go one-on-one with Matt Hardy. We'll see the Clones in action. They'll be taking on the Fashion Police, Fandango and Tyler Breeze. Alexa Bliss will challenge Tamina one-on-one. Good contest there for Alexa. Tag team action between four of our best here on Raw. Ruby Riott, Sasha Banks teams up to take on Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch. Rousey looking for some revenge after her shock loss to Riott. And the main event we mentioned a moment ago, Bobby Roode will defend his Intercontinental Championship against John Cena. So to kick it off, we'll see Elias and Owens Insurgents grab the win. Matt Hardy gets a win over Baron Corbin as well. And the Fashion Police, a much needed victory to get their confidence going once again. And Alexa Bliss, good enough to beat the very difficult Tamina one-on-one. Let's start things off, ladies and gentlemen. Tag team action here tonight. And it will be the Boss, Sasha Banks, teaming with Ruby Riott. Now this is going to be a very interesting combination, and this should be a very interesting match indeed. Sasha Banks, we believe she's ready to face Becky Lynch at Survivor Series one-on-one, and tonight Banks will team with Ruby Riott, a woman who actually scored a victory over Ronda Rousey. I couldn't believe it. I really could not believe it. She absolutely cheated, dead set, but hey, bit of a reality check for Ronda Rousey. Welcome to WWE. It ain't always going to be easy, and not everyone plays by the rules here. And that's something she learned the hard way. Sasha Banks, if she can, she won't play by the rules as well. And we know Sasha will do whatever it takes here tonight to pick up a win over Becky Lynch, because a win here tonight for her puts her, as I said, straight into title contention and straight on everybody's mind as a potential Raw Women's Champion. I think she'd be tremendous again with that title around her waist, and I think she's ready. I have to believe that this woman as well is ready. Ruby Riott, after what has been an impressive number of, probably 6-month period for Riott, she's really started to ramp it up in recent months. The Riott squad has been on fire, and of course now grabbing a victory over Ronda Rousey. It was quite unbelievable to say the least. Riott, I don't know, I get the feeling that she might be ready. She might be there, and she may be good enough to be a women's champion. And she's done whatever it's took to defeat Ronda Rousey and get the better of her, utilizing her Riott squad whenever she can to make sure she's got the upper hand. It has been a tough scenario for Ronda Rousey. Only a handful of matches so far in WWE, and it hasn't been the run she would have been hoping for. Tonight, a chance to get one back on Ruby Riott, and Ronda Rousey could certainly prove that, she is all the hype. A lot of talk about her at the moment here on Raw. She came in, and a lot of us were very excited. She came in to, of course, team with Sasha and Becky Lynch at SummerSlam to take down the Riott squad. And on that night, she just didn't look that impressive. A lot of the fans were just wondering, where is what's the hype all about? She wasn't that great. And fast forward a few weeks, she had a few more singles matches under her belt, showed a little bit more, but then at Fastlane, well, that one big loss already, and a bit of a reality check for Ronda Rousey here tonight. This is not going to be easy at all. And Ronda's in for a bit of a fight of her life here tonight, because she's going to have to do everything it takes to pick up a victory over Sasha and Riott just to get everyone to believe in her again. Well, here comes the man, Becky Lynch. She is the Raw Women's Champion and has been mighty impressive as well. Cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase to take that championship away. And Becky Lynch able to win it back at Fastlane. That was controversial fashion. We saw Becky Lynch lose that triple threat match thanks to Sasha Banks coming in, stealing the championship away from Becky. Sasha winning the women's championship. Becky Lynch cashing the Money in the Bank briefcase in, taking that title away from Sasha, who cheated her way to victory, you could say. Becky Lynch did all the work. Sasha came in, threw Becky Lynch out, took advantage of the situation, and grabbed the championship. Lynch, though, well, that's the perks of being Miss Money in the Bank. You had a second chance, and she utilized it perfectly. So now we find Becky Lynch as the Raw Women's Champion. I know all three other women in this match certainly have their eye on the Women's Championship as well. So that's pressed here by Sasha Banks. So, allies at SummerSlam, rivals here tonight. Sasha and Ronda Rousey. This will be interesting to see. Sasha, lots of experience. Ronda Rousey still trying to find her way. Of course, we know Ronda Rousey, all the success in the world over in the MMA world, but this is WWE. This is a whole new ball game. And we saw at Fastlane when Ronda Rousey was found out, thanks to Ruby Riott, clearly cheating. There's no doubt about it. Yes, she lost, but Ruby Riott did everything in her power to steal that win. And look, as I said earlier, she just got a bit of a reality check. Welcome to WWE. Sometimes the rule book gets thrown out the window. Sometimes our referees, forget to open their eyes. Our referees sometimes officiate their matches with their eyes closed and just, hope for the best. Unfortunately, we just don't have enough money in the budget for our referees to go and see optometrists on a regular check. It's just part of the business. But, if we did, we probably wouldn't have this situation because it seems to happen quite a lot. Our referees making quite a lot of mistakes and not seeing, the likes of Ruby Riott utilizing the ropes to clearly take advantage and take a win. So, yes, Riott able to steal that victory, but what it does prove is that Ruby Riott can hang with the best. We don't know if Ronda Rousey is the best yet, but we have to believe that she's got to be very, very close just because of her background. And she's been training and training and training. We've expected big things from her, and she's shown glimpses of brilliance, but at times, such as right now, she's struggling. Sasha Banks in complete control, and Rousey just getting beaten up here by Sasha. Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks right in front of her face, taunting away there. Those two women will meet at Survivor Series, and Sasha Banks tonight with a victory would really just set the tone that she is well and truly deserving of that opportunity. Becky Lynch able to defeat Alexa Bliss to take her out of the title picture. So Bliss, with a victory earlier on over Tamina, would have helped her confidence a little bit. But unfortunately, she slipped away, and Sasha Banks will now go into the spotlight and take advantage. And Sasha, here we go. Rousey, there's the counter, and finally some offense. That's more like it. And Ronda might look to tag out here, trying to get to the corner, and now picks up Sasha again and slams her down. And Ronda Rousey getting a bit of offense in after a very, very slow start. Rousey, here we go, shoulders down, across the ropes though. Well, this has been a very slow start for Ronda Rousey. She's going to try and work herself back into this thing. As now Rousey is going to line up Sasha Banks. Shot to the midsection. Now rolls through and gets the arm. Ronda's going to go for the big arm bar, but not to be. Ronda trying, and now the cover, the hook of the leg. Ruby Riott will break it up. And Ronda Rousey, I'm going to tell you, as I said, sometimes she shows some good signs, but other times, as we saw in the first few minutes of this match, just getting beaten down comfortably by Sasha, getting dominated, if you will. And now Rousey back in the fight here. Working away on the arm, trying to wear it down and potentially set up for that armbar again later on this match. And Sasha Banks has been very good here in Universe Mode. A 57% win ratio. In fact, Sasha Banks at the moment has the most victories out of any woman on the Raw roster. And Sasha, thump to the eye. But Ronda able to swat away the attempted drop kick. And now potential tag. Oh, the knee in the midsection. And more strikes here by Rousey. Sasha trying to cheat using the eye rake, and fortunately for Ronda, she was able to fight through that. So as we said, Sasha Banks, the most victories on the Raw roster for any woman, so definitely has the experience and definitely has the success behind her. Ruby Riott boasting a 63% win ratio. This is a pretty formidable team at the moment. As Sasha grabs a hold of Rousey, trying to get her over to the corner. And she's almost been able to do so, but Rousey fighting through it. But Rousey taken down. And now Sasha, shot to the midsection, blocked. Now the elbow from Rousey, grabs a hold of her again. And Ronda's going to try and take Sasha back to her own corner and think about bringing in the Raw Women's Champion. At the moment, Rousey just doing it all by herself, which is no real surprise considering she spent majority of her career by herself. Just one other tag team match here in WWE, so not a lot of tag experience right now. Becky Lynch is wasting time and allowing the tag. Ruby Riott is in. Right hand down goes Lynch. So the Raw Women's Champion, the big mistake, and Ruby Riott with a lot of confidence enters this matchup. Another one here from Lynch. More strikes in the dropkick. And Lynch, though, gets met with a kick by Ruby Riott. And as we said, she's coming off the biggest win of her career to date. She's got a lot of confidence. And Becky Lynch might get found out here. Rousey will watch on. Her opening stint wasn't great. And Ruby Riott gets met with a tornado DDT. The champ showing Rousey how it's done. Becky Lynch beautifully executing the tornado DDT. And it's a big opportunity here. A real chance for her to strike and take advantage. Riott is still down and Lynch might be able to pick up the 1-2-3 here. I'm not going to go for it, so it works away on the arm again. Lynch now. Here we go. The cover could be all here for Ruby Riott. No. We spoke about the percentages. Becky Lynch, 57% win ratio, which is about on par with Sasha Banks. Both women with a 57% win ratio. So clearly not much separates the two of them. Sasha Banks slightly having more success here in Universe Mode, with more championship reigns. Is now Ruby Riott going to line up Becky Lynch and finds the Riott kick right on the button, and that could be it here for Lynch. She's out cold, is she? No, the shoulder is up. Sasha Banks takes out Ronda Rousey, but Lynch is out. She's hurting right now. That Riott kick, that could be it here for Becky Lynch. Ruby Riott now choking away. Lynch being choked here, the referee not doing anything about it. This referee has been a bit questionable. I wonder if it's the same referee that helped Ruby Riott beat Ronda Rousey at Fastlane. It could be. Right now, oh, an SDO. Nicely executing that. And Lynch is still down at that Riott kick. The SDO takedown. And now, oh, come on, she's using the ropes. Referee using the ropes, and she picks up the win. And I gotta say, I thought the right shoulder was up as well. I looked at that right shoulder, and that was very close to being in the air, if not was in the air. But nonetheless, she's used the ropes for extra leverage, and she's been able to steal the victory. Yes, the Riott kick was effective, but Lynch kicked out of it. The STO to follow. Lynch was hurting, and she never really had a fair chance to kick out because Riott blatantly cheated. Another win for Ruby Riott by cheating, and Sasha Banks picks up a victory with the help of Ruby Riott, and Lynch and Rousey with another loss. This combination will be feeling very confident, and Sasha's going to get ready for a match against Lynch at Survivor Series. Well, let's hope we can have a fair and square, clean matchup in this one. It's pretty unlikely with Insurgence always hanging around, but tonight, John Cena looks to win back the Intercontinental Championship against Bobby Roode, one-on-one. Nonetheless, it should be a good contest regardless how it ends up. Cena and Roode, two the best, two veterans, but two men who've been around for a long time and continue to excel at the highest level. Cena finally winning that IC Championship, a title he's been wanting for a long, long time. He got it, and he has certainly been at the top of his game this season of Universe Mode. It's great to see. You know, he's in and out at the moment, He's got a lot of Hollywood commitments, but he's still trying to find time to get in the ring and compete. And you got to respect that from John Cena. Despite the fact he's got all these other outside commitments, he still wants to get in here and wants to be champion. And that is the heart of a champion right there. You know, Cena, no matter what, wants to be the best of the best. And that's just that championship mentality that he's got. You got to respect that. Unfortunately, he came up against Bobby Roode, a man that knows a thing or two about championships here in Universe Mode, a man that held the NXT Championship longer than anybody else, including Adam Cole, who recently lost the title. Roode still beat him in that championship reign that he had. So what that means is now that he's Intercontinental Champion, look out, he could have this title for a very, very long time if you're not careful. Especially with Insurgence watching his back and making sure of it. Well, the domination certainly can last many, many months. You already see Samoa Joe holding that Universal Championship hostage these days, with Insurgence helping him out and softening up his opponents. Well, Roode tonight may not have the help of Insurgence, but maybe he doesn't need it, because Roode has shown that he can beat John Cena. He's done it to win the title. So tonight we'll have a chance to see if Roode can do it again. It will not be easy, I can tell you that now. But Bobby Roode, he's a one tough man. He's a bit of a bulldog. He's scrappy. He'll fight for it. He'll do whatever it takes. He's very, very competitive against anybody at any given time. John Cena's done it all here in Universe Mode. He has been a 3-time world champion here in the series. And the Intercontinental Championship was his first title that he won since season number 2. So he spent a long time without a championship victory. And you know, once you get that taste of a title, especially after a long time, you can't help but want more and more and more. The greed does set in a little bit. And now that he's lost it, you can tell the fire will be there, the drive will be there to try and win back that championship and bring it home. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Roode and Cena one-on-one. Let's get it underway. And Cena, a shoulder block takedown to start. Interesting way to get things underway here by Cena, coming out of the gates hot. And I don't mind that. Put a bit of pressure here on the champion and let him know that you're here and you're going to be as aggressive as you possibly can be. Cena with some right hands to get things underway here. Well, when you compare the two, Bobby Roode, 70% win ratio, it's quite an incredible number. It's one of the highest ratios here on the Raw brand. Not many guys are better than him. I think really it might only just be Matt Hardy that has a better ratio than Bobby Roode. Of course, Matt Hardy dominating the tag team championship scene. So that's why, Roode, he really is a special talent. We're not just, saying it. We truly do mean it. Roode has been incredible. Inside cradle here by Cena. Could surprise him here, though. The 2 count and almost got him. Roode being surprised a little bit there. And John Cena, well, he's chasing 100 victories. He's currently got 88 wins. 57% win ratio. So Cena's gone through his patches where he's been poor, but clearly has shown some brilliance here and there. Of course, Cena won the Intercontinental Championship from Braun Strowman, which is not an easy thing to do at all. So if you can beat Braun Strowman, that is very, very impressive. And Cena was able to do it. And a kick there to the back there of Bobby Roode by Cena. And Cena, of course, has had his issues with Insurgence and has decided to call out Insurgence. He's basically said, hey, get a team together. I'll get a team together. Let's make it happen at Survivor Series. And Cena, we saw him having a backstage conversation with Braun Strowman not too long ago. We've been hearing he's been having chats with the rest of the locker room. He's approached Matt Hardy. He's approached Dolph Ziggler. Drew McIntyre, I believe he may have had discussions with him as well. Drew McIntyre recently having a match with Joe at Fastlane. Beautifully executed there by Cena. Flipping through, and all of a sudden, Bobby Roode in a bit of trouble. Elbow there by John Cena, and the Intercontinental Championship could be heading back his way very soon if Roode can't find some offense. And there you go. There is something. Shot to the midsection. Roode! Oh! Glorious DDT! Where did that come from? And Cena gets the shoulder up, and Roode cannot believe it. Nor can I. I can't even believe he got the glorious DDT to happen. in quick fashion. Roode now continues the offense with a knee in the back and the spine of Cena. The crowd trying to rally behind Cena, who's been getting beaten down a little bit here, but the glorious DDT nearly winning the match for Bobby Roode. Quite incredible. Roode now with another kick, just continue to wear away at Cena. Yeah, so there's been plenty of guys that Cena has approached to be a part of the Survivor Series tag team. And there's plenty of guys in the back that I think would be tremendous options for Cena. But the question is, you know, as Cena with the DDT, if you come up against Insurgence and you don't find the numbers, you know, you will be presented with a handicap match scenario. You know, Insurgence has got 5 guys. And if we're going to have a 4-on-4 match of Survivor Series, there's Cena with another DDT. Here's the cover, hold the thought, a kick out. If we're going to have a Survivor Series 4-on-4 match, you know, Cena needs to find 3 guys. If not, he's going to go at it alone. Now, I don't think he's going to go at it alone. I'm pretty sure he'll get someone to join him. But the question will be, will they be at the standard, at the quality required to take down the Insurgents group that, of course, consists of Randy Orton, Elias, Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens, and, of course, the Universal Champion Samoa Joe, as now Roode with the hook of the leg on Cena, another kick out. Well, it's going to be certainly very interesting to see how it all shapes up, as now Roode drops another knee on John Cena, who's been torn apart here at the moment by Bobby Roode. Roode is just coming after every body part of Cena, just trying to slowly wear him down and set him up for something big. Already hit the glorious DDT earlier on. Not sure if he can find another one anytime soon, but if he can, it might be it. As now Cena has him up on the shoulders. Roode, oh, hung up on the ropes on the way down. The throat and chest. Oh, man. The ropes crashing down onto it was Bobby Roode. That's a really bad landing, and Roode might be struggling to breathe right now. Cena could capitalize on this opportunity. It may be a small window of opportunity, but it could be one that could present itself with a victory in the Intercontinental Championship coming back into possession of John Cena. And now Cena hooks the leg. Roode, can he kick out of this one? Yes. Cena looking pretty good at the moment, but Roode, he's presenting a bit of a fight here. Now the elbow. Cena can find the AA. He might be able to win back that title. And, of course, Insurgents, as a team, have yet to take a loss when they've ever teamed up, no matter what combination it has been presented. So, Cena has to know that this team, the chemistry is there. They are really working well together. And I'm not sure if Cena can find 3 guys that will be good enough to take down Insurgents in Survivor Series. I'm sure Cena would love to come into Survivor Series with the IC title around his waist. As a shot to the midsection, Cena looking for something big here. Grabs a hold of Roode into the corner, bouncing off the top turnbuckle. Now Cena, this is trouble here for Bobby Roode. The arm drag! Drags the arm down and executes the hip toss as Roode set off the top of the rope. And a single leg takedown, spinning Cena off his feet to make sure that Cena could not capitalize after Roode went flying. Cena with another right hand to, underhook. Now Roode hooks him up and hits the suplex, and the shoulders stay down. Yes, you saw Cena's head and the neck risen, but the shoulders stayed down nonetheless, but the rope break was enforced. Bobby Roode reminding the fans how glorious he is, but it won't be glorious if he loses the title right here as Cena spins him out and drives him into the canvas. He may be in trouble right now, Bobby Roode. No, not to be. Nice takedown there by Roode. Good defense in the moment, displayed by the champ. As we said, former NXT champion and now Intercontinental Champion. He won't want to let this one go. He's having a good run here is Roode. Beautiful spine buster by Bobby. Now, will this be it? As Roode unable to pick up the 3. We talk about Bobby Roode. He's trying to convince everybody to call him Robert Roode, of course. Saying that now he is champion. We should speak about him in a more of a formal manner. Hang on. What's going on here? Backstage. Drew McIntyre and Elias. Oh, hang on. Elias with some right hands. McIntyre and Elias. And, oh no, all hell's breaking loose backstage. Randy Orton and Braun Strowman as well. What is going on? Orton went for the RKO. Strowman able to counter. And meanwhile, Roode and Cena have just seen that happen, and they're heading to the locker room. Cena was coming backstage to help out. Roode came there to stop it, and now Nakamura and Kevin Owens. Oh no, it's going again. The rights and lefts are flying around backstage at the moment. It is absolute chaos back there. Meanwhile, Cena and Roode continue to brawl away as they head up the entrance ramp. Roode looking for the glorious DDT, couldn't find it, and oh! Strowman's found a steel chair and just whacking Orton in the back right now. Strowman and Orton have had their battles over the last couple of months. Strowman beat him inside a steel cage. Now backstage, Strowman looking to finish him off as he cuts him up and down, and Orton lands on that steel chair again. And now Strowman grabs a hold of Orton. Look out! Running power slam! Orton taken out backstage, and Strowman looks like he's on the move. He might be looking for somebody else. As meanwhile, Cena and Roode are near the announce table. Cena has Roode up. Wait a second. Cena looking for the AA and gets it. Through the announce table. The attitude adjustment. And the referee, unfortunately, has called for a double count out. This match is being thrown out. It is a draw. But Cena and Bobby Roode take it to the announce desk, and Cena puts him straight through it. Meanwhile, oh my goodness, Strowman finding Samoa Joe's locker room. Joe ready for a fight. Well, he got through Orton. Elias is busy. And of course, Kevin Owens fighting for his life as well. And now Strowman has Joe all by himself in the locker room. Strowman, who has wanted a rematch for the Universal title for months, ever since SummerSlam, he's been chasing it. Strowman stomping away, but Joe back to his feet. Here comes the right to left from Joe. Samoa Joe, can he take down the bigger man? Joe grabs a hold of him, trying to pick him up. Joe in a muscle buster position and drops to the knees, and the shoulder driven into Braun Strowman. Joe drops the knee again, looking to make Strowman pay. Joe was in his own personal locker room, and Braun Strowman trying to invade and take it to Samoa Joe, the Universal Champion. Strowman, oh no, picks him up with the back of his head, and oh, an inverted choke slam. Grabbed the neck and drives him. Well, what you'd have to believe is basically, it's carpeted, but there ain't much padding underneath the carpet. Could be cement for all we know, and Strowman into it again, this time driving Samoa Joe. My goodness, Strowman has sent a message, and ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Raw. Leave a like and subscribe to see more. We'll see you next time.